Okay, greetings everyone. I know I'm a little late, couldn't be helped. We're doing some serious healing here. So I'm going to share with you a little about that, those who want to stay tuned. So welcome again, first time viewers and returning visitors. We're always happy to have you here, share this time with us. And we are in a very serious time. This chart is just a prop. It's nothing you need to be concerned about. I'm not going to really discuss it, but if you can read charts, you may learn something about that. It's very current chart. I think it's about the 20th of July. This is what the skies are reading on the 20th of July. So I'm not going to read it for you. If you know how to read charts, there it is. Again, this is staying in the light. We keep things bright. So I'm going to share with you some of the healing that I'm part of, the reason why I'm over 15 minutes late. I'm not going to share you everything because it's not for everyone. However, we're getting to a very high energetic time. The earth is cleaning itself, receiving energy from the heavenly bodies, and that energy is being passed on to you and I. We're the final product in this cleansing process. And this is taking place because the earth is tired of being mistreated. It's sick and tired of this neglect that we as a collective have been putting on it. It's here to serve us, but we have to serve it with respect and love. And we as a collective have not been doing that for hundreds of years now. The people who are ruling have disregarded the earth, which is our mother. But all this is predicted and planned for in the future. The stars say what's going to happen and how it's going to be solved. August the 8th, a little over a week from now. In fact, it's just about 11 days. It's something called the Lion's Gate portal. Now, if you don't know much about it, especially if you're original, you need to look up on it. You need to research it because it's affect you and your connection to the land. Astronomically, it marks the annual heliacal rising of Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. This was this about. And its alignment with the sun and forming a stellar gateway. And this is being formed in Leo. Did y'all get it? You want me to repeat that? Okay. The Lion's Gate portal, which culminates in about 11 days, the 8th of August, it marks the annual heliacal rising of Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. in alignment with the sun in Leo, forming a stellar gateway. And for cultures like mine and some of you, Washita, Kemetic, Dogon, Yamasee, Mississippian, Sirius wasn't just a star. It's the ancestral transmitter, cosmic memory bank holding the rhythm and records of our Let me slow down. I'm so excited. Calm my emotions down. How are y'all out there? You may not know what's being discussed, but if you're here, it may be for you. And if you're not here, if you come on a recording, it's for anyone who can understand what's being shared. And if you haven't done the work to understand these terms, it might be a good idea to do that. We're talking about the Lionsgate portal in about 11 days, August the 8th, 2025. We're speaking to the cultures of Wachita, the Kemetics, the Dragon, the Dogon, the Yamasee, Mississippian. These are the oldest cultures in North America. And to us, this Sirius wasn't just a star. It's the ancestral transmitter, a cosmic memory bank, holding the rhythm of records of our original vibration. The Lionsgate is not just a manifestation window. It's a recalibration zone where the earth receives divine codes from Sirius. Sirius. Some people pronounce it Cyrus and some people pronounce it Sirius. And those with clear blood memory can access power, memory, and direction. I hadn't planned on giving this lesson. As I said, the universe always planned things for me. At the time, the class was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. I was actually in a healing ritual. So I've gathered some information to share with you concerning the ritual. Okay, let's talk about the indigenous meaning behind 8-8. Sirius is another name for Septif in Kemet, the soul of Aset or Isis. Leo relates to Regulus, the royal lion, aligned with ancient Mississippian mounds, Mesoamerican temples, and Olmec calendars. And the 8 represents infinity, which is a covenant resurrection, a doubling of the code. Because you know, infinity, if you look at it, it's really 0 on top of 0. So it's like unending because everything begins with 0 and it's a circle, it's a loop. no beginning, no end. That's us as a people. Because no one's here to record our beginning. And there'll be no ending. As long as the earth is here, we will be here. So the people like my ancestors, the portal is not just astrological. It's a calendar marker for when divine memory returns to the earth and to those who guard its real names. Now I hear some people speak of this cycle. They say collective. You know, collective can mean many things. You can speak of the collective humanity. You can speak of collective of mindsets, people on the same wavelength. When I say collective, I'm speaking specifically of a community that can relate to these ancestral terms being spoken. Because we stand to benefit the most from this energy. Okay, let me continue. Because I can't see. I'm not able to view the people here or not. Okay. What do these symbols mean? It means this is a ritual that echoes farther than usual. It means you can release, seal, and restore codes that have been activated in generations to come. You hear people talk about this so-called junk DNA. There's no such thing as junk DNA. There's DNA that they don't know anything about because it's not for them to know. But what's happening on these energy surges as these sunspots activity increase from the sun is that you're being reactivated through your DNA, the ones you don't know about. They was there for you for this day and time. That's why you agreed to come here and be here this day and time, to be a part of this reactivation. So there's information on how to harness this energy I'm not going to get into because it may not be something, Spirit just tells me that everything not to be shared. So what I shared is just general information. You can find it anywhere. But the more specific information, that's for the collective, if you understand what I'm saying. So I think that's it. That's all I'm going to share right now. So thank y'all for listening. And you know what's happening is I'm being elevated to a high level. Some topics I used to discuss, they just don't interest me anymore. So you're not going to be hearing me discuss. And I think that's something everybody has to go through. Well, not everyone. Some people just don't need to go through those worldly topics, identity topics. But I did, for some reason. I wanted to go through all that to get at this vibration, which is the apex of identity, knowing who you are, not only personally, but ancestrally. We are the star people. And we're staying in the light. And we want to thank you all for coming to visit us. Until next time.